What's up, guys? Justin here with the RealTimeEssentials.com, back with another Unity Materials tutorial for you. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to use a photo editing software in order to put gloss maps in the alpha channel of an image. So that allows us to actually use gloss maps to simulate reflections inside of Unity. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so this is one of those weird areas where I don't really understand why Unity does things the way that it does, but we're going to go ahead and work with it. So remember, when you download a material, like for example, I've downloaded this tile material, which is one of the free materials from POLIIGON.com. You can really download any material. I got this one specifically because it has a gloss map. But when you download materials, what these materials have is they have these maps that can basically simulate the way that materials would interact with light in the real world. Well, the thing is, you bring these in and you get like a diffuse map, which is the color, you get displacement and normals, but then you also get a gloss map or a roughness map. And so it's a fairly common thing, but for some reason, when you set these materials up, Unity only has slots for the albedo, which is going to be the texture material, the normal map, and the height map. I mean, there's others in here as well, like detail masking and occlusion, but for some reason there's no slot for the roughness or gloss map, which is actually going to tell Unity how to use the map in order to accurately create reflections. So what you can do is you can adjust the smoothness up and down, but that's very uniform. It just basically means that either the whole material or none of the material is going to be reflective. However, notice how there is an option in here for, if you mouse over like the metallic right here, there's an option for putting a metallic map in the red slot of a material and a smoothness map in the alpha channel of a material. And one other thing I think a lot of people don't know about is there's also an option over here to set the source to be the alpha in the albedo right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that gloss map and we're going to place it in the alpha channel of our albedo or our diffuse map. So we're going to use the free image manipulation program GIMP in order to do this. So you can go to GIMP.org and download this. It's 100% free. It's a photo editor that you can use here. So what we want to do is we want to start by just opening up our material file. So we're just going to go find, in this case, we're going to find the color map, the COL. That's the map that basically has the texture associated with it. And so if we double click on that and take a look at it, what that's going to do is that's going to open this up as an image. And so if you look at this image right now, you can see that it has a red, green, and blue channel already inside of it. But what it doesn't have is an alpha channel. So we need to bring in that additional information as a layer and then export it as the alpha channel of this image. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Colors, we're going to go to Components, and we're going to click on Decompose. And in this case, we want to decompose this to RGB because we want the red, green, and blue layers. So, and make sure you've checked the box for Decompose to Layers, then we're going to click on OK. So what that's going to do is that's going to take this image and it's going to basically separate it out into a red, a green, and a blue layer. Well, now we want to bring in as a new layer the gloss map. So we're just going to go to File, Open as Layers, and we're going to find the gloss map right here. What that's going to do is that's going to bring this gloss map file into our stack right here. So if we were to move it to the top, you can see how this is basically what that gloss map is going to look like. So in this case, I'm going to put it on the very bottom right here. It really doesn't matter all that much, but then I'm just going to click on this and I'm just going to set this or name it alpha right here. So now our image contains 4 different layers. It has the RGB channel layers and it has the alpha. Well, now what we want to do is we want to combine all of these into a single image. And so in order to do that, we just want to go back up to Colors. Under Components, we're going to click on the button for Compose. And so when we click on the button for Compose, what that's going to do is that's going to allow us to take each one of these layers and put it on a channel. And if you don't see the alpha in here, make sure that you come down and you pick the RGBA. Notice how that's going to allow us to select layers and put them on the red, green, blue, and alpha channels. And so basically what that's going to do is that's going to save this gloss map as a piece of information on the alpha channel. So then I'm going to click on OK. And what that's going to do is that's going to put this all into a single image like this. Well, now if I jump over and I look at my channels, you can see I have a red, green, blue, and alpha channel. So this now has what we're looking for inside of GIMP. But now what we want to do is we want to take this and we want to export it. So we're going to go to File, Export, and I'm just going to save it in the original folder. And we're just going to save this as COL_alpha, just something that you'll recognize. We're going to click on Export. And then we can go ahead and leave all of this as is. Click on Export. That's going to export this as an image. And so when you look at the image that it exports, it's not going to look all that different, right? So I'll give this a second to finish. And so now this has exported that information to the COL_alpha right here. So I'm just going to double click on it to look at it. You can see how it doesn't look all that different than what we had in here before. But now what we want to do is we want to jump over into Unity. And so remember how originally we had this albedo map in here that just had the regular image file. What we want to do is we want to drag this COL alpha into this folder right here so that we can access it. And then we're going to drag that COL alpha into our albedo right here. Notice how when we do that, absolutely nothing changes on our screen. So the reason that nothing changes on our screen is because we need to come down and we need to set our source for our smoothness to be the albedo alpha. So notice how when I switch this to the albedo alpha, now I'm getting much more realistic reflections in here. That's because this is using the data from that albedo layer in order to simulate the reflections inside of our scene. So one other thing I wanted to note real quick is, let's say that instead of downloading a material from POLIIGON, you downloaded a material from like POLIHAVEN right here. Well, notice how with the POLIHAVEN file, this is going to come down with a roughness map rather than a gloss map. And so remember, a roughness map is basically just the opposite of a gloss map. Meaning where a gloss map is going to show you with darks and lights where light should reflect, a roughness map is going to do the opposite and use darks and lights to show where light shouldn't reflect. And so what that means is this gives us a different piece of information. And so I'm just going to download this file. We're just going to go with 2K and Blender. And then when we download that, it's going to look something like this, right? So it's got a diffuse map, a displacement, a normal, and then the roughness. Well, we want to do the exact same thing in GIMP, only with one extra step. So we're just going to we'll open up the diffuse map right here. And then we're just going to do the exact same thing that we did before, right? So we're just going to do a colors, components, decompose. Like this. Then we're going to import or open as layers our roughness map like this, right? So now our roughness map has been brought in. I'm going to move it down and we're just going to call it alpha. But we need to do one more thing to this layer, right? Because this is a roughness map and Unity wants to see a smoothness or a gloss map, what we want to do is we just want to go to colors and we want to click on the option for invert. So I'm going to move this to the top of the screen so you can see what that did. So basically that just swaps out. Basically it takes the whites and makes them dark. It takes the darks and makes them white. So it just inverts the material right here. So that just means that the data is now going to line up with what we need inside of Unity. All right, so then we're just going to do the same thing where we do a colors, components, compose, and click on OK. And then the data is all in here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do a file export, and we'll just name this DIFF_alpha. So then we'll do the same thing where I've already set up a material for this, but I want to drag those maps over. So I'm going to pick up the diffuse alpha, bring those in, and then I'll just apply these maps in here. So I'll do my diffuse alpha, I'll bring in my displacement, I'll bring in my normal map, and click on fix in order to fix that. And then I want to make sure that I've set this to the albedo alpha right here. So, and that's a very minor change, but you can see how you are getting a lot less reflection in here based on that map that's contained inside of our albedo map. So that's a quick way to get this information into the alpha channel of your map so that you can use it inside Unity. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have another way that you're doing this. I just love having that conversation with you guys. If you like this video, please remember to click that like button down below. If you're new around here, remember to click that subscribe button for new Unity content every week. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.